so that other people, the criteria other people have in order to get into your life. Like we have acquaintances and friends, and how we know we trust people, boundaries from the outside in. The other set of boundaries that most people overlook are the internal boundaries of how much of me am I letting out. So if you had your heart broken when you were in 3rd grade, and then your first boyfriend in high school, well, he did it to you too, or whatever, and there's all these grieves and losses along your lifetime, different things. And so you put all these little walls up, right? Your parents didn't treat you right. Oh, that boss, oh my God, whatever it was, right? And you got these walls up. You've created boundaries of how much of you let show up. So remember where I said when we introduced each other about what is it about me that I wish other people would see that they don't see? They don't see it because you have a wall between you and them, knowingly and unknowingly, that you erected at some prior point to protect you from something. Only problem is now it's keeping you hostage, as long as it's unhealed. So we have to be clear about our limits and clear about our boundaries and understand there's 2 sets. There's the criteria for how I know I'm going to let you in and how close you're going to get in. And then there's how much of me are you going to get to see. So there's some people who are artists at making it seem like you're their best friend and you're really close and you're really, intimate with them on an emotional or mental level, when really you don't know anything. It's an illusion, right? Mm-hmm. There are some people that you can feel the wall when you're around them. Like you start talking about something, you get a little too close and you feel it go up, right? You can feel it in yourself sometimes. You can also feel sometimes when your boundaries go lower, even if you don't want them to, where you let maybe people in because the mavericks and they entertain you, or they give you a little adrenaline rush, or some people are real vulnerable to people who are needy. Like, oh, let me go help the needy or help this person, be so helpful that they don't have boundaries clear enough to protect themselves. Right? On the name of doing good, I put myself in harm's way. Mm-hmm. People do that a lot. Giver people do that a lot. Then there's the people who act like they're giving, right? And they're not really giving. It's self-serving. If I do something nice for you because of the accolades I'm going to get, that's not giving. That's self-serving. Yes. That's manipulation. And so there's both sets of boundaries are always operating. Not one set. And they're fluid. Like some of you I've known a really long time. The boundary structure I have with some of you is way different than somebody who I'm going to see on the street later or who I don't even know very well. Because of what? The history, the relationship, my own level of healing and alignment, my own place wherever I am in the world. There's days where I'm open and I'm way out there and friendly, and there's other days where leave me alone, I'm with my dog. Mm-hmm. All the phones go off and I don't really care what anybody wants because I need my Dianne time, right? So it's all different. But we have to understand that you have a set of boundaries that lets how much of you are you going to let be seen. To the extent you restrict yourself is showing you where your healing needs to happen. Because the idea is to not have thick walls around us, but kind of have them fluid. I kind of imagine like a rainbow kind of thing, of multiple colors, and so it kind of is always flowing. And it's like, when the light comes through the prism and you change the direction of the light a bit, the little refraction changes, right? And so it's always fluid and it's always moving in different ways, but yet it exists, right? Instead of just making these decisions and judgments without paying attention to being clear. Which also means we have to be clear with each other. Mm. If somebody's asking a question that's inappropriate, I say, I'm not answering that. Not because I don't know the answer, but because it's not where I'm going. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. It's a really big one, and most people really don't do very well at this at all until they practice. Because we live in a society that, that not lots of no's means yes. Mm. Just keep bludgeoning the person until they say yes. Sales does it. The boys are taught that, if you like a girl in school, right? Just keep asking her until she says yes. Mm-hmm. Well, so we're taught in our society that a no means just keep badgering someone until you get a yes. But if you're somebody trying to live respectfully, that doesn't